went by the Publix bakery today to place an order for my son's birthday cake. When I got to the bakery counter, there were no employees to be found. After a few minutes, I called out, and a teen reluctantly walked around the corner. She had a wrinkled uniform on and a bad attitude about helping me. She looked like she wanted to be anywhere but there. I told her that I wanted to place an order for a Cars-themed birthday cake. She said plainly, "We can't do that," and offered no further explanation when I asked. Long story short, I went to Walmart to place my order. I was very disappointed in the overall attitude of this Publix employee. That was a Yelp review left by a lady named Kathy S. in October of 2021 regarding her experience with the Publix bakery in the coming Publix location. So this isn't the first review we've gotten like this, but we're hoping that it will be the last, because the number of poor customer reviews that the Publix bakery has received in the recent months has been increasing. And so today we're going to be looking at 3 ways that we can hopefully decrease the amount of poor customer reviews and as a result increase positive ones. So while some portion of this is out of our control, the associates and management at the Publix bakery can do what they can by employing these skills of professionalism, interpersonal skills, and courtesy. So the first soft skill we're going to look at today is professionalism. So professionalism consists of your physical presentation as well as your behavior. And so when an associate comes into work very wrinkly, disheveled, a messy, dirty uniform, they are not looking their best, and they certainly are not feeling their best. So on paper, the Publix Corporation has very high dress code and personal appearance standards, but in our store, I've noticed that the enforcement of those has kind of become laxed. And so I think customers will really appreciate it if we can get this under control, have our associates looking nice again. And not only that, but the attitude of our associates will hopefully fall in line when they are looking their best and they're feeling their best. So that will hopefully initiate some positive customer reviews. The cost of this method, however, would be that some of our associates may have to change the way that they dress in some regards, such as unnatural hair coloring, maybe concealing some tattoos. But overall, I think it would be a move in the correct direction. So professionalism only goes so far when you lack interpersonal skills, and that's what we're going to talk about next. So when associates are trying to communicate and resolve conflict with customers, this has got to be met with some level of warmth and optimism. And so, as you saw in the Yelp review, a lot of times bakery associates are having to meet needs and fulfill the requests of customers. And a lot of those times, those requests are centered around some sort of celebration or exciting day or event in the customer's life that they have asked the Publix bakery to be a part of. And what a privilege that is. But when we don't match the customer's enthusiasm and be just as excited and helpful as them, then we have really tainted their experience, and what should be a really fun thing to plan has now become a burden and a stressor in the life of the customer. So interpersonal skills include communicating effectively, handling conflict, and responding to the needs of customers. And so all of those things are essential to maintaining order in the bakery. But they can be delivered with a level of warmth and optimism. However, and the good thing is that these interpersonal skills can be learned. But this takes time and training hours and seminars and things like that. So if we want to go with the interpersonal skills route, then there's going to be some legwork that comes with that. While interpersonal skills can be learned, courtesy is more of a heart matter. And so customers, frankly, of all retailers deserve to be treated with respect and especially not made to feel like a burden. And so when a customer comes into the bakery and they have a request or a need that we cannot fulfill for any reason, first we need to determine exactly what that need is so that we can appropriately respond, and then calmly and reasonably articulate and communicate the reasons why we cannot fulfill that request. This provides recognition to the customer's needs. It handles it with respect. And most customers don't mind being told no as long as they're given sufficient explanation and a reasonable explanation for that. So the cost of this method, of course, would be just hiring friendly associates who have this knack for courtesy, and that would take some time and energy as well. So we've looked at 3 methods. I think they're all great, but I have to choose one. And so my recommendation is that the Publix Bakery employs interpersonal skills in order to increase these positive customer reviews. I think that this method is the most cost effective. We can do it with the employees we already have. It requires little to no natural skill, and we just have to have people that are willing to put in the time and energy to do it. And in my research, I found that interpersonal skills, you can see down here in the gray, tend to be the building block for these 2 other categories that we talked about. So, like I said, professionalism only goes so far without interpersonal skills, and courtesy is a tough one without those as well. So if we can nail interpersonal skills, I think that we will really be able to improve these positive customer reviews. And so my recommendation is that management invest in some sort of interpersonal skills training so that we can get this off the ground, and that every customer that walks into the Publix Bakery has a great experience. Thank you.